Good morning. How is everybody doing? It is 7:30 a.m. on Saturday, June 13th. I woke up early. I'm used to getting up at like 3:30 in the morning of Monday through Friday for work. So on the weekends, I wake up early, no matter what. So I decided to get up, came up to bed, and figured, you know what? Let's just do some videos now while it's still cool. I mean, it's nice with the fan up here now, but still, it's just overall, it's just cooler out right now. So I get this done, eat up a little bit of time, and then I got a couple of orders I got to box up and run to the post office. But let's dive in. Let's do the WNBA. Prizm. This is a Panini Prizm blaster box. Of course, we're looking for Caitlin Clark. Her and I can't remember the other player's name, had a pretty big game last night. Was it last night or the night before? When they beat, I think was it the Mystics? Is who they were playing. But yeah, I can't remember the other player. But it says find 6 ice prisms. Look for the stunning pulsar prisms. Look for the ultra rare abstract insert. So I would imagine that an abstract insert is probably a case hit, maybe. But we're going to dive into this and see what we get. I don't see any packs that look really. I don't know. That last one might be a little bit thicker, maybe. Or it could be my imagination. It's early in the morning. Here we go. Now, if I see the other player I'm trying to think of, I'll probably recognize her name. But we have Derica Hamby. These are really nice looking cards. I will give them that. Oh, we got a silver hollow refractor for Ari McDonald. Oh, and in other news, I did, from the box, I did look that one up, and I mean, even if it's a rare insert, they're not really selling for anything. I mean, it's not like a big deal. I've seen other ones, not that particular player, but other ones, and they're only selling for like $5 or something. Oh, we've got one of. I'm guessing this is one of the. What did they say? Blue, was it blue ice prisms? Right? What did it say? Ice. Well, just find 6 ice prisms. So I'm guessing this is the ice prism. It says aces on it. Elizabeth Kitley. And oh no, this must be one of the ice prisms. So that's just a blue parallel, like blue laser parallel or something. No, that must be the team name, Aces. Is there a WNBA team called Aces? This is from the Mystics. We have csiryman. And I'm going to look at. I had somebody comment on one of my posts earlier that I should look at getting some gloves, or at the very least, wash up before I open cards. So I did do that. Okay, what I am going to look at, I'm going to the Dollar Tree today too. I'm going to look at just getting some basic like gloves, especially for these. The ones that are like chrome looking and stuff, you can avoid fingerprints and so forth. We have Jalen Sherrod. We've got Shakira Austin. Alright, here we have another cracked ice. Or ice, they just call it ice, right? Ice prism. for Navyncis Collier, which she's one of the ones that's featured on the front of the pack. And we have a rookie for Zia James. That was the first rookie. Be great to pull. I mean, it'd be great to pull like any auto, but you know, especially like a Caitlin Clark, that'd be amazing. All right, we have Ari McDonald base. All right, we got another one of those blue. Are these the Pulsar maybe? Are these considered the Pulsar prisms? All right. For Dominique Malonga, rookie. All right, another ice for Alicia Clark. And we have an insert rookie for Sonia Citron. She had a pretty big game too. Fearless. A Fearless insert. Next we have Jackie Young. Alright, we got another one of those blue for Brianna Stewart. Another ice. This is Megan Gustafson. I don't know why I cannot pronounce that name. And we have a rookie for Anisha Murrow. Alright. Ooh, I see a different color in here. We have Temi Fabinho. We have a green rookie for Jay Queenerly. Alright, ice for Maureen Johannes. Marina. And Teresa Edwards. Alright, last pack. I mean, I can't really say. I mean, actually, the just based on like the game I recently watched some of, that Sony Citron is probably a decent one out of here. But maybe that green. I don't know how. I would say not the blue because we got what 3 of them in here. All right, Brianna Stewart. Azura Stevens. Ice for Dewana Bonner. And the last card is a rookie card for Sania Rivers. So no Caitlin Clark, no numbered, no autos. Really didn't have that many inserts either. What? One? That Fearless one? For Sonya said, yeah, that's probably actually, just based on recent performance, that's probably the best card in here. Oh well, it is what it is. Stack those up there. Get rid of all the base. As I said, with base cards, what I normally do is I just stick them down in these boxes. I got like, at this point, I got like 20 of those little mystery grail boxes. When they mystery grail would ship like single Funko Pops, those boxes, and I have base cards in them. And when somebody orders something from me, especially if it's like sport related, I go through my cards and I just pull out a couple of base cards either for that player, for that team, or if somebody buys something from me and I'm looking and I need something that I think might be a nice filler, a nice bonus in their purchase. I'll look where they're from, where's it shipping to, and then I'll just kind of take it. In most cases, not all cases, like I'm an exception, but in most cases, where a person lives at, I'd say 70% of the time, where a person lives at, they're fans of their local team, of their pro teams and stuff like that in their area. Now, exceptions to that be when somebody, moves. They might not become a fan of, the new team that they're closer to. They might still be a fan of the team that, where they moved from. In my case, I'm just a fan. I'm a fan of, really everything like L.A., Oakland. Always have been. I don't know. It didn't work out. It has nothing to do with the city. It's just those are the teams in sports. Those are the teams that I gravitated towards. With football, pro football, it was originally Oakland Raiders. When John Madden was the coach, I started watching him. Probably when I was 5, 6 years old, was sitting there with my dad, and I always liked silver and black. And then, of course, they went to L.A., and then they went back to Oakland for a bit, and then they became Las Vegas. And, to me, they're still the Raiders. Regardless of where they go, that'll always be my favorite team when it comes to football. Now, being in Ohio, if Cincinnati or Cleveland are playing anyone but my team, obviously I root for Cincinnati and Cleveland because I'm still an Ohioan. College football, a little bit different. I'm a Fighting Irish fan. Yeah, always have been. Can't really explain why. I've always liked that team. Basketball, there's the Lakers. Hockey, which I didn't watch very often, but when I did, it was the Kings, especially Wayne Gretzky. Basketball, like I said, it was the Lakers. But like college basketball, I don't really. It would probably, like any college sport, it would probably be Notre Dame if they compete in that sport. But overall, like basketball for college, I don't really watch a whole lot of. When it comes to like the March Madness and the Final Four, I do kind of, I don't necessarily watch the games, but I do kind of pay attention to the highlights and stuff and see, who was in the Final Four, who was winning, etc., etc. College baseball, I don't pay attention. Like in baseball, pro baseball, of course, the Dodgers. Yeah, that's it. So, can't explain it. But anyhow, getting back to the cards. So yeah, I try to use base cards for, I sleeve them up, I put them in top loaders, and then I throw a couple in. Just on an off chance. Who doesn't like to get a freebie? No matter what it is. Or like if somebody orders something from me that's like comic related or Funko Pops or something, I try to find, cards either Marvel or DC or some other property that I think they might be a fan of based on their purchase. And I just throw in stuff. So, that's what I do with baseball. Anyhow, comment down below, what'd you think of that WNBA blaster box? What do you think is the most, I'm not going to say valuable, volleyball. Now that's a sport I can get behind. No offense, right? But have you ever seen like women's beach volleyball? I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Okay? What's not to like? But yeah, the most valuable in that blaster box, and, monetarily wise, who's to say? Like I said, that green one might have been because we only got one of those in there. Based on performances, some Citron insert. But what do you think is not so much most valuable as far as like what it would sell for, but what is maybe the most sought after, and those two things aren't always in line with each other. You know, there might be a card that doesn't have a high dollar value in general, but it might be a highly sought after card because a lot of people might be a fan of that particular player. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. As always, look out for yourself and everyone around you so we all have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. And make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, because I am coming back. And I think next we are going to dive into Topps Chrome WWE. We'll see if so far out of these last boxes that I pulled, I haven't really pulled any like big hits. I think I pulled a couple numbered cards, but even then they weren't like the low numbered cards. They were like, you know, up over like 200. So maybe the luck will change with WWE. We'll see. Till then, see ya.